workers have contracted COVID-19, 300 have died. Of the health workers who treated patients during the China's COVID-19 outbreak, 50% showed signs of self-reported mental health among pregnant women and new mothers. Before COVID-19 pandemic, depression was 15%, and now during the pandemic, the depression rate increased to 40.7%, and the anxiety before the pandemic was 29%. Now it rose up to 72% during the pandemic. Living under stay-at-home orders, on school or work, and avoiding distractions. And 50% of all students do not know where to go for help for their mental health. Nearly 82% of women surveyed said their lives have been negatively disrupted by the pandemic. Nearly 70% of women who have experienced these disruptions are concerned their career growth may be limited as a result. The World Bank, the global economic outlook during the COVID-19 pandemic, a changed world. The pandemic is expected to plunge most countries into recession, with per capita income contracting in the largest fraction of countries globally, 70. In conflict-affected nations, the COVID-19 crisis has worsened situations. The ILO is more aware than ever. Mumbai mayor says, coming back to India, the third wave is already here. What to do? The city's mayor has said that the third wave of COVID-19 is already upon Mumbai, pointing to a sudden spike in cases. The third wave is not coming, it's here, said the Kishori Padnekar, adding that an announcement regarding the matter has already been made in Nagpur. Speaking of the coming festive season in Maharashtra, the mayor urged people to remain in their homes. Mandals have been asked to allow only 10 people and have them work in shifts. Breakthrough infections found in 25% coronavirus despite getting fully vaccinated. According to a recent study, has revealed, giving an insight on the breakthrough infections due to the Delta variant. The study Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology, the maximum hospitals in Delhi NCR found that the vaccination breakthroughs were far more common in Delhi than previously reported. All you need to know. Now that we have seen all the statistics across affected the physical health, fatalities increasing, but it's concerning statistics on the mental health of the people, especially younger generations, and which leading to the global peace. Concerning concerning statistics on the violent incidences increasing, it is. So how do we cope up with current COVID-19 pandemic? It is important to address the COVID pandemic, which is seeing another wave, destroying many more lives. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says, pandemic fatigue setting in as a result of continuous leads to delusional arrogance, Bhava Sankalpa. Continuous lockdown leads to delusional thoughts like, so what, if I die, it's okay. I can't live forever in this lockdown. Going out and then exposing oneself to and putting the risk on yourself and others with irresponsibility and insensitivity is the delusional arrogance. The global COVID virus pandemic has left the whole world desperately looking for answers. Life as it had been experienced even back in February 2020, recognizable. Drastic change is the order of the day. With the people in their world, with their society, faith, religion, and health, blessed are those who have had the greatest fortune to be with the incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, to carry them through this crisis. With the link //Kailasa / Now, sustainable developmental goals with the nature is possible if we start now, even amid pandemic, 2021 can go down as the year of peace with nature and set, for example, we can't achieve the sustainable developmental goals, including ending poverty by 2030, ecosystem collapse are under, and societies by value and putting its health at the heart of all our decisions. World Health Organization on health and peace. Health related. There cannot be health without peace, and there cannot be peace without health. If individuals and groups enjoy equitable access to health services, fulfilling their rights to physical and mental health, and health actors design neutral health interventions that promote trust and dialogue, and communities are empowered to cope with violent conflict. Then, health coverage is more universal. Grievances can be heard and addressed to generate trust around health emergency. Concerns affected communities are more likely to make meaningful contributions to peace and reconciliation. So, United States Institute of Peace. Amid COVID, we need enhanced international coordination to build peace. Tackling the pandemic and building resilience in fragile states requires concerted international action at low. This crisis will fuel new conflicts around the world while stemming prospects for resolving ongoing ones. Stronger health systems and universal health coverage must be a priority. Special session in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. For the first time since 1945, funded contract, a social contract between people, governments, private sector, civil society, and more, can tackle the roots of inequality with fair taxation on income and wealth, universal benefits, and opportunities for all. Contributions of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism towards the global peace during this pandemic. Vedic tradition beautifully describes Yastu sarvani bhutani atmani ivanu pushyati atmanam tadona vigakupshate. Individual goes, whenever an individual goes through a spiritual bliss, he manifests a bliss. He is more powerful, he moves the whole village, whole country. If he is powerful enough, like he moves the whole world and manifests peace for them. And so Global peace is the byproduct. The how to achieve the individual bliss, individual peace by practicing completion. Now let us listen from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism how to achieve the individual peace which leads to the global peace.
Embodied in many bodies. Please understand, more deeper space you go inside you, more expanded you become, more one with everything, more oneness you experience. Unified field of consciousness. Various words are used. Some of the word Atma, Brahman. Some of the Hindu traditions use the word Nirvana, Atman, Brahman, Nirvana, unified field of consciousness, whatever. But one thing I want to tell you, the deeper and deeper you go in your inner with you, different thoughts of you fights with you. Even you fight with you, the more superficial you go, the more deeper you start traveling. First, you get integrated. The you fighting with you stops. Then, the people around you get integrated. They fighting with you stops. Comes self, then completion with others, then comes completion with other things, not just living beings, even with inanimate beings. The completion starts happening. Even with the nature, completion starts happening. Please understand, the more deeper you travel, the more deeper you go, the more deeper you settle down, the more deeper you start living. Your cognition expands. More joy, more bliss, more knowledge, more enlightenment. Please understand. The more and more completion happens in you, you will see feels complete with you. In the deepest corners of your being, deepermost layers of your being, deep parts of your being, you experience such joy. Going in deepermost corners of your being, not only is a joy, it's a power around you. Everything around you listens to you. Power. The tendency to X not there. Because as long as you feel the other person is separate from you, when you get the power, it will always be used for exploiting. The person is separate from you. Intelligence, time, talent, treasure. When you feel the other person is your own, the power you have will not be exploiting, it will be enriching. I tell you, the death, I have enriched every human being more than what I received from anybody. I have given to every human being whom I met more than what I received from them. My accounts is clear. I am ready. Come on, let's go. My accounts is clear. I don't have debt. No credit card money to be paid, loans to be paid, no debit card, no credit card. My accounts is clear. Understand, when you feel everyone is your extension, the power given to you, the power you gain, see, any living is power. Powerful way. Even in that, you will become powerful. So any lifestyle you choose, you will get power in that field. Whether it is exploiting, or enriching, murdering, or raping, or go on serving. What lifestyle you choose, living, when you go into the deepermost core of your being and start living based, the first power you, that power will simply make you enrich everyone. The best power you can have through living is power of enriching. You will become powerful. I tell you, the power of exploiting naturally brings suffering and brings completion in you and in others. This full month, seeing, we have officially presence in more than 50 countries. As devotees, group of devotees, we have presence impacting global peace. All Dahana Kriya means burning the patterns which separates us from others. Burning the patterns which are constantly keeping us in a superficial level. All over the world, we will be doing Samskara Dahana Kriya, burning our, and we also have special 3 Nitya Dhyana Yoga program teaching people and facilitating Samskara Dahana Kriya. This month, 20th, 21st and 22nd, this whole month, all over the world, all our temples, ashrams, centers, yoga centers, schools, colleges, universities should do Samskara Dahana Kriya, should do bringing more and more peace inside us, thus spreading peace. This whole month, let's impact global. Let us really contribute to do it. Not just talking about it. Let's do it. In each area, each place where we have centers, ashrams, temples, two-way centers, yoga centers, even 50 people, each Tanidar teaches, enriches them with this science. The amount of suffering and negative waves, negative vibes reduction can contribute so much to the world. Please understand. One positive person can burn millions people negativity. Experientially proved, one positive person has already burnt at least 20 million people's negativity in last 10 years and brought peace. So each one of you, if you stand up as one positive being, one authentic, I tell you, we can do so much to the world. It will be better place than the time we entered. So understand, inner peace is your being. Bring more and more completion into you, completion with others, and start living Advaita. Today in the Inner Awakening session, it's all about so last 6 days, literally, you worked so much, one by one by one by one by one, layer by layer by layer by layer. The completion with yourself. Now comes completion with others. Today, we are starting the science of completion with others. It's one of the most powerful science. Does so much to human beings, not just healing their relationships, even inside their consciousness done. Advaita. Today the Inner Awakening sessions are all about completion with others. We have long session today working on completing with others with this, because today we have a long session with inner. Actually it is a good news, it's not a bad news, because participants are so sincere, they are going through the whole process so intensely, sincerely. Because of that we are little delayed, but today I am going to catch up. Today I am going to spend more time and catch up with them, with the syllabus. So
secret to achieve global peace.
You should work for revolution, you should work for all these, that things, you should vote only the party which says that it will stop the war and all these things. This is the social answer. Nonsense. The honest answer, I tell you, simply transform yourself. You can't do anything. You are raising this question because you are not able to do. Am I right? So let us be very clear. Let us be honest. We are not able to do socially. That's the truth. That's the reason you are sitting here and raising the question. I understand few important things. There are a lot more. The world is totally spoiled. It is not going according to or how it is supposed to be. It was wonderful once upon a time. In ancient time, things were going properly, everything was well and great. And I tell you, 10,000 years ago, they found some writings on stone in Aranjam about that stone writings. That writings, it says, oh, nowadays the society is not as it should be, great, things were... And it almost looks like a today newspaper editorial. 10,000 years ago, the same thing carved on a stone. Then understand, there was no such time as only good prevailed. It is just a fantasy. Hinduism, they call it Satya Yuga, the age of truth. There was a time only truth prevailed. And every religion, Christianity, they say the Garden of Adam and Eve. There was a time everything was wonderful. The idea of golden past exists only in the past. The more you go back, again you say the past was great. And I tell you one thing, it is a wonderful way of postponing accepting the reality. Otherwise, I can be sure the world was same as it is today. Whether it is 5,000 years ago or 10,000 years ago. Maybe one thing, there was no CNN channel that time. The news did not reach you so quickly. That may be the only difference. But otherwise, I can be sure the good and the bad was equal. Good and the bad was equal. The same amount of wars were there. All the other things were there. You read the Puranas, the mythological stories of India, you see enough of things. Enough of dirty things. I think sometimes I find a little more. And if you read completely the Purana, criminal activities or bad things or negative things, whatever you say, all this stuff. And never think only present day is corrupted or violent. In the ancient days also, all these things were there. Only one thing was not there, the CNN or the internet. So the news did not reach you. But at least if you awaken yourself, if you reach the enlightenment state, you can go beyond it. And I tell you, enlightenment is the only service you can do to the society. Just become enlightened so that you will reduce the negativity. Now, as of now, you are also the part of negative group. Naturally, we will be a negative group. As long as we are unenlightened, we will be the part of collective negative consciousness. So if you become enlightened, at least you will reduce your weight. That's the only thing we can do. Nothing else. That's the only way to help yourself and the society. Otherwise, all revolutions, you see, all revolution again end up as one more tradition. In last 2000 years, 3000 wars have happened in the humanity. In 2000 years, human beings have not done any, claims their army is a defensive army. Then who is offending? Tell me. Every country says defensive army. Then who? What to say? Games. The idea of peace is a pure game. Peace according to them. On interreligious gathering, one guy is preaching, let all of you convert to my religion so that we will not have fight. He wants the way in which he wanted, not the way in which should survive, something like that. He has written some statement about the peace on the sword. Spread the peace. So no revolution is going to help. Only individual evolution is going to help. So be very clear. Instead of working in the outer world, start working in the inner world. That will help you and society some way. Social answer means I'll tell, oh, you should global peace. You should all work for turning. Social answer means I'll.
Now let us listen from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism that Sri Kailasa is all about peace-based powerfulness.
Place of Shanti, the space of Shanti, Kailasa grows. Listen carefully. It is in the deep powerfulness of peace, or peace-centered powerfulness is the ground, breeding ground for Paramashivatva to manifest. Please understand. Like how pure Shanti-based Shakti manifests in peacefulness. Please understand. Neither violence nor powerlessness. Powerlessness is weakness. Violence is abusive. Peace, the Upanishads, starts with peace, completes with peace. Shanti mantra starts with Shanti mantra, gets completed with Shanti mantra. The fundamental requirement Shivatva to manifest. That is why people who do not want peace in our campus. Understand? But only eternal peace. So, remember this very clearly. Peace alters the very DNA on Mahat structure. Understand? Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. The consciousness in you is atom inside the atom, Mahat, more than Mahat. That Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. That consciousness starts growing you with more and more peace-based powerfulness developing in you. Nothing can be compared to unclutching. Spend more and more time in unclutching. It will never be wasted. Time spent on unclutching is the most. Clutching completely makes you altogether a different. Understand? It makes structure, genetic structure, DNA structure, everything. All the 8 energy flow circuits, 7 energy flows, 1 the pure conscious explosion. So totally 8 unclutch. Understand? Unclutching is the space of Sri Kailasa. Listen carefully. Listen carefully.
Now let's listen from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism that every prayer in Hinduism begins with peace.
Evanti, Shanti, Shanti, 3 times means peace, peace, peace. Hinduism is the real religion. Individual level, social level, global level. Understand? Hinduism lost all its 56 nations, 200 states, 10,000 kingdoms is not a loss to Hinduism, is practiced, kept alive. The ideal of global peace is kept alive. Just do this one simple statistics. You yourself study. Google and study. Take the top 10 religions and list how many people they converted in last 200 years, how many people they killed. List for each religion. I can be 200% sure you yourself will realize Hinduism is the most peace-loving and peace-living religion, neither conversion nor terrorism. Neither conversion nor terrorism. Being the supreme pontiff of the most peace-loving, peace-living religion, I give you all my blessings on this International Peace Day. Understand? It is we Hindus need to keep the global peace as a living possibility, and we need to make this global peace as a reality. Just talking about global peace will not work. Working for global peace only is the responsibility of the real living Hindu. Anyone who wants to claim themselves as a global peace is our responsibility. Every
Now, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says Hindus have the responsibility to bring global peace.
Hindus have the responsibility to bring global peace. So you can also throw a challenge. See, if you are making a Hindu micronation, you can throw this challenge to each one, your friends, family. Let them participate in the challenge, and then let them send the challenge to others. So I welcome all the living and practicing Hindus to become founding fathers of Kailasa micronation in your countries. You can also make a challenge, like how they made ice bucket challenge and all that. We can make a challenge. You form Hindu micronation and claim, I am the founding father of the Hindu micronation Kailasa. And then you can invite your family, friends for a challenge. 11 people. You form and you challenge 11 people, and they also form and they spread. So let us start spreading. My message on this International Day of Peace. The work we do will talk for us. The talk we do will not work for us. This is the message. The work we do will talk for us. The talk we do will not work for us. Global peace is responsibility of Hindus. We living, practicing Hindus, not only we should achieve the individual peace through meditation, we should also create an ecosystem where the global peace starts manifesting. Ecosystem. Request every living, practicing Hindu to Hindu micronations all over the world. Hindus have the
Now, join the Kailasa's COVID care protection centers. If you're in India, register now with the link https:// Kailasa's mission of global peace and super consciousness breakthrough. Now let us see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's contribution. The sovereign order of Kailasa, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Nithyananda order of monks, nuns, and Hindu diaspora, are working for global peace and to give a super consciousness breakthrough to humanity. It is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's mission to revive a conscious world where the global issues at the climate, social, health, and humanitarian levels cease to living. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been working from the very grassroots level to usher in an era of peace at all levels, societal, national, and global, have enabled him to powerfully and directly address various social and emotional problems facing humanity today. Some of the ways the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism provides spiritual solutions to combat the pandemic and other issues. Since the beginning of the global lockdown, the movement, the amount of contribution and activism of Kailasa has increased multifold through the Paramashivoham program, bringing the super consciousness breakthrough to the whole humanity. Paramashivoham program is an online free program which starts according to the Vedic calendar on new moon day and full moon day. It's a bi-weekly program and it's free anywhere from the world. You can attend by joining paramashivoham.org/join. And it is to give a super consciousness breakthrough, not only adding your health, wealth, and relation of 39 batch season 39 is starting. So register now with the link paramashivoham.org/. Next, by starting the Akhanda 9 billion minutes for peace so far. Paramashiva Sankalpa chanting, sacred Sanskrit mantra chanting to heal 24/7 via Zoom sessions. Spiritual healing to 1 and 7, helping human oppression and tough situations in relationships, providing alternative solutions to worldly problems through power manifestation, initiating thousands every day into manifesting innate superhuman capabilities in the Kailas courtyard sessions, healthy solutions like a technique to clear stomach from Ayurvedic solutions, which ultimately brings self-sufficient communities. Continuing and intensifying the service of Annadan, the free food in Nithyananda Annalayas around the world, including Tiruvannamalai, Los Angeles, and many other adhinams, paving way with the New World Order, starting the agriculture-based communities in Adi Kailas and several other locations. Peacekeepers of Kailasa offering various life solutions from the teachings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Hinduism prescribes very presence of the avatar and his order of monks, offering Maheshwara Puja to the natural calamities hit victims. One, Mahesh, to register, you can post your comments, so you will get the proper links. Devi Parashakti, Akashic reading, the cosmic revelations. He was created with the delusional parts. If the visionary of a civilization or country or nation has blind spots when they develop the vision for it, the whole civilization suffers those blind spots forever. Now it's time that the nature, Prakriti, resets itself. Many of the blind spot-based visions, ideas become important components of the society. This pralaya, which is, let's celebrate God. This isolation which is seemingly endless, with an unknown future, which is compelling humanity to make a 100% lifestyle change, is something to be deeply dwelled upon. All problems need to be addressed only with the spiritual solutions and powerful cognitions. To stop people having mental break, collapsing, depression, destruction, and also give them super consciousness breakthrough and revive the enlightenment and powerful cognitions. Some of the spiritual solutions and powerful Voham consciously built a deep feeling connection, yoga, puja, vegetarian diet, and nirahara samyama. The Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Jnana Yajna, people from over 50 countries continue the space of Paramashiva by practicing the unclutching meditation 24/7 a day, 7 days a week. And it started from 13th May 2020. Now, zones continuously, actively unclutching around the world. You can join the movement with registering at the link http://.tv/. The life solutions based on the ancient Hindu tradition, the meditation and yoga techniques from the cognitions rooted in the highest truths, the lifestyle based on living and radiating the higher values of life, and powerful way of living and realizing one's ultimate potential form the foundation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's teachings, which by their inherent nature provide the foundation for peace on planet Earth. Kailasa for the global peace, registering Minutes for Peace. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has launched the Minutes globally by conducting the mass meditations around the program. It crossed over 1 billion reduced crime rate after participation in the meditations. It was found that when 1% of the current tally on Minutes for Peace website is more than 4.3 billion cumulative minutes of meditation logged, including all the events and festivals where people have gathered in large numbers, participated in meditations and rituals. The total, you can see some of the glimpses. About 5,000 devotees gathered in an event and participated in a 48-day meditation program called Shuddhatvaitam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has hosted Kumbh Mela, United States of America in Los Angeles since 2007. Nithyananda Sangha is entrusted as the only organization to host Kumbh Mela outside India by the Akhila Bharatiya Akhada Parishad. In September 2006, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has organized the first confluence for world peace to honor the memory of those who lost their lives saving others on September 11, 2001 at Irvine, California, United States. The second confluence for peace was held in Los Angeles in 2007 in collaboration with Vedanta Society, BAPS, ISKCON, Siddha Yoga, and other organizations. The Kumbh Mela festival spread fast to other countries, including Australia, Canada, etc. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism organized a month-long peace walk covering 1,000 villages and 1,000 kilometers to bring together in harmony from all walks of life, to promote feeling connection and oneness among people. During the walk, health camps were conducted in villages along its path. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has conducted a large-scale collective meditations on September 21st International Peace Day to raise the collective consciousness. The initiated 1,000 into sannyas. Sannyas is our social responsibility. Let us say Hinduism and Pontiff of Hinduism has revitalized the monastic tradition of sannyas things to human civilization, living their life with the cognition that life is for others. These monks and nuns act as the harbingers of peace and empowerment for the human society distraught with the violence, depression, and other forms of life negativity. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also revived the ancient practice pilgrimages, the spiritual journeys, taking the spiritual powerful temples of India, even though this practice is rapidly losing its original context, turning into a recreational family vacation. Reviving the original spiritual context, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made it possible for modern day human beings to benefit from the spiritual energy present at these centers and food systems whole key to ending the world hunger. Under the red, that is No Hunger Project, launched by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has served over the 5 billion organic sattvic vegetarian meals so far. Giving free food to all the citizens is the economic policy of Kailasa, deriving the reference from Vedas and Agamas. Recently, the humanitarian initiative launched by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is opening of the Kailasa's COVID care centers in India, where the monastery campuses have been turned into a multi-layer quarantine facility to safeguard the inmates against any possible point of contact with the outer world. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened to all people, regardless of any differences in age. Facilities, including medical care, are provided at these COVID care centers, free of cost and for an indefinite time. The outcome has been a splendid zero infection rate so far among the participants, a feat not achieved anywhere else in the world, let alone in India. This response model of handling the COVID-19 pandemic at a community level, along with guidelines and recommendations for governments, has been recognized and accepted by the United Nations as well. Hinduism are enjoying a healthy, blissful, spiritual lifestyle in multi-layered protection. They enjoy stress-free time following a spiritual morning routine, doing puja, daily temple sevas, yoga, karaseva, and celebrate. Enjoying not only the blissful life, but the conscious breakthrough. The Job Protection Centers register /Kailasa care. Now, today, we're going to have the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Bhagwan Sundareshwara, Eleanor Parumpurul, at 10 p.m. IST. Let's get prepared. Ishvara Now, let's start with this Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramashivoham Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadusham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Irenar Sundareshwara Paramashiva Sayutya Samadhi Darshan through the supreme pontiff of Hinduism. Sundareshwara Paramashiva Sayutya Samadhi Darshan manifests the super consciousness experience of the Shiva Sayutya Samadhi through the Sundareshwara Paramashiva. Let's get ready for the Sayutya, rare, unique, powerful initial God equation to make human beings into multiverse species by Sundareshwara Paramashiva, Shiva Sayutya Samadhi Darshan. I will manifest the instance. You will experience Brahmanda manifest in me, exists in me, get rejuvenated in me, get deluded inside me, gets liberated inside me to get created, to get sustained, to get rejuvenated, to get deluded, to get liberated. I am this space.
Shave Paramashiva. I will manifest the existence. Cognize this in your Hridaya Akash Ganda. You will experience Sundareshwara Paramashiva by any visualized, assumed mathematics. Brahmandas in me, get rejuvenated in me, get deluded in for all the countless Brahmandas to exist. To get created, to get sustained, to get rejuvenated, to get deluded, to get liberated. I am the space.
A new scientific report from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change warns we are on a crash course towards catastrophe if global temperatures are allowed to rise. The window to slow or even halt some of these worsening impacts is rapidly closing, and the message is clear: action now.
In 2019, fire spreading throughout our planet, quite literally. In places like Australia and the Amazon, where forest blazes supercharged by climate change wreaked havoc, with the current economic, social and environmental status quo. Down globally, stifled by trade tensions and all for many countries and vulnerable groups of people. This has only deepened inequalities which were already growing in many countries, spurred on by automation, climate change and other global trends.
our world. Can you see some of these glimpses? COVID-19 cases. According to the World Health Organization, the total cases globally for COVID-19 is 200. States new COVID-19 cases have risen to more than 150,000 per day in the United States. Experts warn that with emerging variants could lead to another surge in cases. Bhagwan Sundareshwara has come down to heal the world. In this time of crisis, Bhagwan Sundareshwara has come down to earth with such extreme compassion for humanity. He states, "O bound souls, listen intensely. Your impossibility and made you surrender yourself to the delusion. The moment you remember me, I am here for you." Irayanath Sundareshwara Paramashiva is the greatest and unique man of Paramashiva, as and when he wants, plays facility and corrects, alters, intervenes without even a reason, just for fun. Sometimes they manifest as Meenakshi and Sundaresh. That's the reason all these manifestation and plays are called Tiruvallayadal, that is Leela. Due to his causeless, this being Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam as Nija Avatara. From the Shuddhatvaita Paramashiva Sayudhya Samadhi, Irainar Sundareshwara Paramashiva Parampurul, Paramashiva Parampurul will give darshan, bless and shower boons as Leela. Sundareshwara Paramashiva himself has come down again in the form of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru, Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, just to continue being available to all of us, playing his divine Leela in Samayam Shamala Pita Sarvajna Pitam as the 293rd Jagadguru Mahasan, and as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, guiding the whole of humanity. When you witness Bhava Samadhi Darshan, your neurons mirror that of the avatar. Mirror neurons activate, and all the observed moments are information of the avatar. What is happening distances far away, experiencing the super consciousness energy radiated by the avatar or mirror in you. The God equation. Exhale intensely whatever you have. Paramashiva will inhale is the God equation. Nothing is more powerful than power manifestation science. Spiritual science, and he is manifest. To fall in love with Paramashiva every minute. If he manifests, you know, jnana, knowledge and understanding. Possibilities and powers of Paramashiva will manifest in all of you now. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let's understand. The Supreme Pontiff, 293rd Jagadguru Mahasurvivor of Kailasa, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1/8 incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism. Manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities, a lifestyle for humanity. The Supreme Pontiff of Sarvajna Pitam, that is Tondai Mandala Adhinam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the incumbent emperor of Surya Vamsha Surangi Mahasannidhanam of Kailasa Shamala Pita Sarvajna Pitam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the present Mahamandaleshwar, the supreme spiritual head of Mahanirvani Akhada, the largest apex monastic order. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam, the Supreme Pontiff of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajnapeetam, which is Tandai Mandala Adhinam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the incumbent emperor of Surangi Samrajyam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism of Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, present 293rd Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kailasonata Shamala Pita Sarvajna Peetam. The Mahanirvani Akhada, the largest apex monastic order. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar, the head of all spiritual leaders of Atal Akhada, ancient apex body. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharmamukhi Swargapuram Adhinam. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Some of the glimpses. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is revered as the teacher of Hinduism, most prolific, most viewed, read and watched. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil and Sanskrit, translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has authored over 20 million copies. The books of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism have sold over 20 million copies of books and articles sold, read and downloaded. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism enriched over 1 billion lives digitally. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is respected as commentator of all sacred scriptures such as Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Brahma Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra, Jain Sutra. As a leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including Rudrakanyas, Rudras, Rishis, Rishikas, Bhairavas, Sannyasis, and he is the establisher of the largest Hindu university, Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu University, in the world, with satellite campuses in 150 countries. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa's enlightenment ecosystems. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. The Spirit's 19 kingdoms, 186 extended campuses of NHU Nithyananda Hindu University, 2,175 Paramashiva Sena Shakas, 25 E-Kailasas, 242 Nithyananda Gurukuls, 1,898 youth centers, 1,898 ASP centers, 22 Nithyananda Jnanalayas. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism Peace Walks covers 100K kilometers and gives the signs of healing to 2 million plus human settlement thus far. Bhagwan Sundareshwara, Irenar Sundareshwara, Paramashiva Paramporul is the manifestation of the beauty of cosmos in flesh and bones. Irenar Sundareshwara of superconsciousness expressed in the human body, playing with all his glory. Irenar Sundareshwara, Paramashiva Paramporul, as the complete manifestation of Paramashiva, assumed physical, subtle, light bodies as and when he wants as his divine manifestation. He plays with all the and corrects all tricks without even a reason? Iranar Sundareshwara Paramashiva Parampurul is the greatest, unique, and complete manifestation of expressed in the human body, playing with all his glory. He came down as the most handsome to marry Devi Meenakshi and known as Kailasa Shamala Peetham, the oldest Hindu papal state revived by the Devi Meenakshi, who, as the deities and incarnation of Paramashiva, ruled over marine of spiritual sciences. The kingdom, to ensure this tradition continues to elevate humanity for millennia, they enthroned their direct representatives and their divine energies in the form of the continuing lineage of living masters, the Guru Mahasannidhanams, with the responsibility to train and groom administration, constitution, and governance, acting as regents. They also perform the spiritual initiations on the kings and the citizens of the kingdom, imparting them the lineage of living masters, the supreme discipline of Adi Shaiva tradition has been coming down through the continuous lineage of the Guru disciple Adi Shaiva Guru Parampara from time immemorial. This has been formulated from the repeated phenomenon of birth and death. This is supreme in its kind and concerned with the ultimate benefit of all the souls. Kailasa Shamala Peetha Sarvajna Peetham's rare and sacred lineage of pontiffs has been systematically carried over in an unbroken progression from ages. The chosen Paramashiva and Devi, the Guru Mahasannidhanams of Kailasa Shamala Peetha Sarvajna Peetham, are the direct representatives of the cosmos. On 20 Acharya Swamigal was formally appointed as the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kailasa Shamala Peetha Sarvajna Peetham and is the lawful successor, descendant, and inheritor invested with all the powers, duties, obligation to perform the rituals, spiritual, religious, and linguistic epicenters to its original glory. The history of Kailasa Shamala Peetha Sarvajna Peetham. Let's video clip.
Boasts of a tooth-old history of spirituality. Historians trace Madurai's existence back to the 3rd century BC, making it one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities of the world. Legend says that Madurai was established by the who incarnated as able queen and a fearless warrior. Meenakshi expanded up to Kailash in current China, but when she came face to face with the Lord of Kailash, Shiva himself, she recognized him as her eternal consort and dropped her arms to become Shiva's companion for life.
Along with Shiva, also known as Sundareshwara or the beautiful Lord, Meenakshi reigned over her kingdom for a glorious 166 years.
In course of time, with the rise of Jainism as a religious force, Madurai too fell to its powerful influence and Shaivism all but vanished from the sacred kingdom where Shiva himself once walked the earth. The renaissance of Shaivism in Madurai was the sacred task of a child incarnation, Tirunjana Sambandar, one of the 4 visionary saints of Shaiva Siddhanta tradition. The story goes that as a baby, Tirunjana Sambandar was once nourished by the milk of enlightenment from the cosmic mother herself. Ji arrived Madurai to her beloved religion, Shaivism, but Madurai Adinam and the Meenakshi temple fallen to desolate with a recorded history alone spanning a glorious years and an unbroken lineage of Robert Nobili and the poet Saint Vallalar. The pontiff is known by the title Guru Mahasannidhanam and inherits the responsibility of carrying forward the traditions of Tirunjana sacred work.
On 12, a new era began in the history of Madurai Adinam. The 292nd Pontiff Srila Sri Arunagiri by Lord Shiva coronated a charismatic young saint as the 293rd Pontiff of the Madurai Adinam.
An accomplished yogi, a pragmatic social visionary, and an adept in mystical sciences. His Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda is revered as a divine incarnation by millions worldwide. Within weeks of his ascent to the sacred throne, he brought about free food for thousands every day, free medical camps, yoga classes, scriptural study, spiritual healing, and meditation programs. The traditional Adinam now has a website, and thousands participate in the morning worship are being reclaimed from illegal encroachment. Its numerous temples are being restored to sanctity, and the neighboring villages are being adopted with basic amenities, education and medical care being provided for all. His Holiness dreams of an authentic Vedic Renaissance for which India has already waited too long.
Here, I take the commitment to Adinam as an international religious organization. We will fulfill all the responsibilities of Madurai Adinam, make Hindu tradition, Saiva tradition alive, lived, celebrated all over the world.
To be more than just another traditional monastery, as a whole generation turns to spirituality for answers. The changes at Madurai Adinam mirror the changing role of today as power centers and guide.
Sundareshwara Paramashivam has come down as the Supreme Pontiff of Hindu blessed people. For us, Sundareshwara is not a history. He is a happening. Sundareshwara Paramashiva himself has come down again, Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam Paramashiva, to review Hinduism, to continue being available to all of us, playing his divine, performing miracles in the lives of his devotees, yes, and continuing the legacy as the 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam and as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, guiding the physical body 11 times in Madurai just to perform his divine leelas. Each action, divine energy performs, becomes an independent entity. If you connect with that energy, he gives you the same blessing. Understand? Sundareshwara is the energy of Leela, the playfulness. Shiva Leela Navam, Paramashiva's Yadal, the Tiruvai 16th century Shaivate devotional epic stories by Paramjyoti Munivar. They describe the actions of Bhagavan Paramashiva on earth in a number of disguises to test his devotees. So each of Sundar in Vedic tradition, we have 64 different arts. Each complete being has to master the 64 arts. In that, even horse riding is one. Astrology, horse riding, the mastery of medicine, mastery in surgery, mastery in painting, mastery of dance, amazing imagination or visualization of the ultimate without reducing its ananta kalyana gunas into human level. Who are Naimanas? The Naimanas were a group of 63 saints living in Tamil Nadu during the 3rd to 8th centuries CE. Who were the list of Naimanas was initially filed by Sundaramurti. The name saints up to Karaikal Ammayar and refers to himself as the servant of servant. The list goes into the detail of the lives of the saints, which were described in detail in works such as Devaram. Paramashiva assumed the physical body 11 times in order to perform his divine leelas. Each action, divine energy, becomes an independent entity. If you connect with that energy, he gives you the same blessing. Understand Sundar Leela, the playfulness. The best way to connect with Sri Sundareshwara Paramashiva is through Leela Dhyana. Today, let us meditate on 60-second Leela Shiva Leelarnava Pandi Yanukku Jwaram Tirtha Padalam, the Leela of healing Pandyan king's fever. In the clan of Arimatana Pandya king, a king who was known for his magnanimity and who stood tall due to his widespread fame, was born with hunchback. Hence, people call him Kun Pandyan, Pandya king with hunchback. Through the king Kun Pandyan took birth in the Pandya clan, which had deep devotion for Paramashiva due to the ill effect of his long association with Samanar, people who used to miss an initiation too. What to do? It is difficult to revert from the association with the wicked people. In a clan consisting of great devotees of Paramashiva, which was quite sincere and integrated in the truths revealed in Vedas and performing the duties prescribed without any hindrance. The child, by feeding her milk, who was once struggling without his biological mother. After this incident, Jnana Puranam, as the child got enlightened at the childhood itself by the grace of Goddess Parvati. The child, who was the pride of the Brahmin community, was the reincarnation of Lord Muruga. During the childhood, all the scriptures and keeping the Upanishads, Hindu scriptures which reveal the underlying truths as the testimony. He clearly explained the supremacy of Lord Shiva. Jnana Sambandhar beings like sacred ash, mantra, that is Sarana, Saranavabha of Lord Muruga, enlightened being, and some people worshipped him. As a result of their good deed in the past birth and won over the evil attacks of the surrounded by the harmful darkness of ignorance due to the preaching of the Samanar Acharya, The queen of the minister remained deeply devoted to Paramashiva, who adorned his matted locks with the crescent moon. Feet of Jnana Sambandar explained to him about the position of the king and tried to save the king, who was drowned in the heat of the dilapidated well, that is deep ignorance. Once King Kon Pandyan was attacked by extremely high fever and was struggling. All the efforts taken by the Samanar Acharyas of the king to heal the king were unsuccessful. At the time, for the sake of the king's herself, the enlightened master, Jnana Sambandar, while entering the king's palace, remembered the form of Lord Shiva, who always remained cool due to the oozing out of the nectar from the crescent moon adorning his crown, and made sacred truth Shivoham. I am Shiva, on the king through his eyes. Saint Jnana Sambandar, who was established in the state of and is beyond all the rules and regulations of ashrama dharma, duties of 4 stages of life as per the Sanatana of the good deeds performed by the king in his previous birth. He also applied the sacred ash on the chest of the king with his right hand, which had worshipped the divine feet of Lord Shiva. While applying the sacred ash, Jnana Sambandar also sang the divine healing Tirumitru Patigam, the Vedic chant of Lord Shiva, as the most auspicious, the most holy, and the healing medicine of the 3 worlds. The king got rid of high fever instantly. As the heat existing in the stomach was spreading, the queen too became happy about the complete healing of the king. She rejoiced that not only the physical heat of the king got healed, but the religious heat of the Samanar, the people who used to misunderstand the physical heat, which got removed from the king's body by the graceful eyes of Jnana Sambandar, got in the hearts of Jain monks. 80,000 Jain monks were living in the 8 mountains all over the earth. They were adept in many various forms of defeated by the Jnana Sambandar while caring the physical illness of the king. The wandering devotees of Lord Shiva, they decided to win over him by debating with him. Hence, all of them gathered in Madurai. Jnana Sambandar was an expert in various fields like Vyakarana, Mimamsa, Tarka, and was well versed in the philosophies of Upanishads. The moment Jain monks approached him to start the debate, they got stuck mentally and become speechless. Vedic religion proved categorically right by the justifications of the philosophy and as well as justifications. The Jain monks wanted to win over Jnana Sambandar just by their mere faith. Kun went back in Tamil, Pandyan's great king conquering Cheran and Cholan. He married Mangayarkarasi, the daughter of Cholan. Pandyan was deeply involved, spoke low of Shaiva traditions. To Jain sect, Tamil entered into Madurai and settled down there. King his citizens should follow Jain sect. This gave a shock, and the minister Kulachairayar, but they did not have the courage to talk to him on this matter with the great king. People were afraid to come to Meenakshi Amman temple. The queen Mangayarkarasi decided to pray to Lord Sundareswarar and talk to him on this worst state of affairs. She took the minister Kulachayar along with her to the temple and prayed to God. At the moment of Brahmin came inside the shrine, the Brahmin saluted the queen and said, "O queen, I am residing in Chola country. I'm on my visit to waiting here thinking of her. I became sad and on hearing that the citizens are following the Jain sect and hence no one is visiting this temple." The queen immediately wrote a letter and said, "O Brahmin, somehow or other, hand it over this letter to him. Ask him to visit Madurai." The Brahmin, who came to know that he is staying in Vedaranyam, Tirumaraina Kadu, went there. Immediately, Samandar decided to visit Madurai. The one who was affected by them know about Jainism. Are not conduct. We are slaves of Paramashiva. When Paramashiva is there behind us, what these planets can do? He immediately sang a song. Veyuru tolai pangan vidamunda kandan nalla venai tadavi. Even today, those who feel that they will not be affected by the adverse positions of the planet in their birth chart sing this song. Planets, Samandar immediately left for Madurai. Kings got angry, decided to burn the house and kill Samandar. Samandar got infuriated. He immediately sang a collection of songs, Patigam, beginning with the lines Cheyane Tiru Alavai Meviya. Samandar then went to see the Pandyan king. On hearing this, the Jains told the king, "O king, the Samandar will not be able to cure this disease. We will cure it now in just 5 minutes." The king shouted, "O Jains, just remain aloof. Let Samandar alone give me the treatment." Samandar said, "I do not want any other thing. Just bring some ash from the kitchen of the temple." The ash was brought. Samandar makes the king understand that your consciousness does not need to shrink. Because of this idea, everything is going to become ash. Consciousness is beyond anything you see. Initiating started speaking, expanding in Kun Pandyan's consciousness. The shrinking body stood up. Hunchback was cured. And he expanded and became Nindrasir Idumaran Naimanar. Sundareshwara Paramashiva has come down as the supreme pontiff of Hinduism. The embodiment of Meenakshi Sundareshwara people on planet Earth. We are the most blessed people. For us, not a history. Of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam as Swamiji. Just to continue his legacy and Leela, continue being available to all of us. Our prayers continue the legacy as ruler of the home of Madurai. Shamala Pita Sarvagya Pitam as the 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam and as the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, guiding the whole of humanity. The supreme being, Siddhas, Yogis, Brahma Yoginis, and many other adepts to review these sciences, the initiations and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest superconsciousness. Vedanta, Tantra, and Sri Vidya, Yoga, yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, science of Aushadha, Advaita, and Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva Jnana, and Paramashiva Vijnana. Nadi is an ancient science of Akashic reading in Hinduism. It was established by Paramashiva in the form of Lord Vaitishvara, the Lord of Healing. These texts are recorded and organized by mutants, incarnations, and Hinduism on planet Earth. Science predicts readings of Swamiji. Nithyananda Sangha, please, as the result of the penance of many crores of Siddhas, Paramashiva has incarnated as Paramahamsa. By his teachings, even many sinners become virtuous. Many crores people become blissful. Just by thinking about him, they achieve bliss. Yoga Pattabhishekam, coronation of the 1008 incarnation of Paramashiva. Official celebration and public declaration of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva to the world, and celebrating the manifestation of Paramashiva on the planet Earth through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. In 1994, celebrating Nandapuri began the preparations for coronating the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as her next successor and declaring him as the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva. Through this occasion, an official letter of initiation adopted him as her only disciple and successor of the Arunachala lineage, coronating and conferring upon him the title Brahma Sura. thus coronated him, commenced the expansion work of Kailasa. It is thus 26 till date, as of year 22. Avatar stepped out of Tirunamalai, and very next so many adepts, yogis, siddhas, siddhapurushas. A few months into her pregnancy, Brahma Yogini Mataji Vibhudananda Puri gave specific instruction to Anasuya Ammal, her dear friend and the mother of Sri Arunachalam, paternal grandmother of the incarnation who was yet to be born. Obeying her commands, Anasuya Ammal took her daughter-in-law Ma Lokanayaki Swami Amma to receive the blessings of Pundi Mahan, a great seer revered as incarnation of Paramashiva near Tiruvannamalai. As Ma Lokanayaki Swami Amma bore down the Pundi Mahan, he showered her with flowers and akshata, turmeric rice, and declared to her heartily, Ammayappanai Pirappan, blessing her that Paramashiva hymns to her as the Divine Mother and Father of 293rd Pontiff of Madurai Adhinam, Sri Arunagiri Nada Jnana Sambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swamiji, is predecessor of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is the esteemed Guru-based tradition of the kingdom. Kadashanta Shamala Pita Sarvajna Pitam, Madurai Adhinam since 2012. 292nd Guru Mahasannidhanam had the divine vision of Lord Shiva and Devi Meenakshi, who both instructed him to coronate the avatar of his successor, the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam. Let's watch a video where 292nd Guru Mahasannidhanam speaks about our beloved Swamiji. Let's watch this small clip.
289th, all were genius, and therefore we had a great mind. So according to the great grace of the Almighty Lord Shiva and Parvati Devi, God has given a very powerful youngest youth. It is a noble gift of Lord Shiva. The Tiriñana Sambandha Swami Adhinam is the very, very oldest and ancient mutt in India, which was established in the 6th century by Saint Tiriñana Sambandha of Sirihari, Tanjavur district in Tamil Nadu. Not only propagating the Saiva religion, he was not only propagating the Saiva Siddhanta philosophy, he not only sang for the upliftment of the downtrodden people, and he was propagating the praise of Tamil language. He ordered the people to call him as only Tamil Jnana Sambandha, Chandamil Vella Jnana Sambandha, Sambandha, Arumare Vella Sambandha, Nattamil Viragan, Vilayan, and so on. Many people, many genius people are our disciples of Madurai Adhinam. For example, Vadalur, Vallal Ramaliki Adigal, who visited our Adhinam several times about the praise of the Madurai Adhinam. He was blessed by the 288 Guru Sri Swaminatha Sri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Brahmacharya Swami, and he constructed a bungalow for the stay of Guru Bhaga Sannidhanam in the Madurai Adhinam upstairs. And then the Pasambur Muthuramaliki Dev also, our disciple, he was given a honor that Sanmarka Sanda Maradam by our Guru 291st Gurumukha Sanidhanam. And the Panditore Thevar, the king of Thurayur, Veera Martanda Mannan, Dudley, a governor, and so many people. The Professor Mananmani and Siddharanar also are our disciples. Not only that, the Mananmani and Siddharanar, the professor of a college, who came to our Arinam and the age of Thirignana Sambandha. In that book he mentioned that Thirignana Sambandha of Sirgali, Tanjavur district is not only the founder of this mutt, he is not only the one of the Saiva Sabhaya Nayanamars, he is not only the popular leader of Tamil Nadu, but also the champion of, so he expelled the entire. Our 293rd Gurumukha Sanidhanam, Sri Sri Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham is also of Saint 291st Gurumukha Sanidhanam.
Mahendra Narendra Giriji, defender of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, is not only a member of the Panch of Niranjani Akhada, but also the president of Akhila Bharatiya Akhada, Irainar Parampurul, Bhava Samadhi Darshan is at 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Now, let's get prepared for that. Let's get prepared for the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Sit with the deep space of gratitude and let's get prepared.
Thank you, Ma. Nithyananda to everyone that are here. And today we are going to be having the live darshan starting very, very shortly at 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So there's a small change in the timing, so all the viewers, you all can let the others also know. At 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, we are going to be having the live darshan starting. Now we are going to be entering into the preparation
for the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, the Paramashivara Sahaja Samadhi Darshan of the Sundareshwara Paramashivoham. And let us all now enter into the Paramashiva Dhyana Mantra. And as we are entering into the Dhyana Mantra, let us all also understand what exactly is Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is not an event in time and space. Rather, it's body, an activity that happens in that of the avatar. This mirroring of neurons that happens is through the avatar.
The entire body silently without any movement. This science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan reduces drastically, and we enter into that space where we are mentally at ease in coexisting dimensions beyond reality. So, what is this quantum tunneling? Like how the science explains, it's a probability of a quantum particle, like kinetic energy, to cross over potential energy. It acts both as a particle and as a wave. So, as a particle, can it cross over the energy here? No, because it might roll back again. But as a wave, it can just propagate through. So that propagation is called as quantum tunneling. This is the same phenomenon that happens to us even during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan also. It's a beautiful incident where once when Krishna, it comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, and he is astonishing is this deep and indescribable sweetness of this. When I see it, then I become really to enjoy its sweetness, just like Radhika. When I see my reflected, and I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is the constitution of Sri Radhika.
The Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science where Nijavatar manifests the consciousness of formless of Paramashiva, expressing through the being of Paramashiva, which manifests as light body, the Divya Sharira, embodying itself in the embodied, the Nijavatara. And there's a beautiful verse from the Marini Vijottara Tantra. Kathana Chakti Padadva Yadva Padavalokanat Prasadat Swaguro Samyak Prapyate Paramam Padam. This verse beautifully explains to us how the Kathana, the Shakti Pada happens just by the grace of the Guru. Now this whole science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan is where the Archavatara, see the Nijavatara, the formless manifests in higher level experience from the Archavatara directly. And hence the physical embodied form happens and between us and the Archavatara. Now during the Bhava Samadhi, the window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, in oneness with the avatar, where we manifest all the powerful components, powerful auspicious quality of for us to experience the same is Bhava Samadhi Darshan.
The Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the direct experience of causeless bliss, where our whole being comes alive. It celebrates the energy wave of existence, wherein the infinite expanse of consciousness. And without much effort from our side, we will be experiencing that space of Paramashivoham. Best space to see this, where when we experience that space of gratitude, all our conscious resolutions, you are the source of everything, you are everything, and you are in the embodied form, the supreme pontific Hinduism, and you are in this body also. You are the source for both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me and let me be in the Bhava Samadhi.
Let us all now settle for the Panchopachara Puja. Please take a few minutes to arrange the Panchopachara Puja items. And now let's all get ready to enter into the Paramashivoham mantra. The Paramashivoham mantra has been blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as mantra diksha, initiation, which transmits his energy, grace, and shaktis in the form of mantras.
So now let's enter into the Paramashivoham mantra.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Ananda Paramashivoham. Om Hindaya Namaha. Om Murtim Dvandvaditam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamashalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavaditam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Om Amopata Samasta Duritakshaya Dvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartam Asya Devadevasya Mahadevasya Kilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayakasya Sakala Jagat Srishti Sthiti Samhara Tiro Bhava Anugrahakya Panchakritya Parayanasya Adimadhyantaraitasya Prameya Parakramasya Tattvartha Gocharasya Akara Ukara Makaratmaka Pranavatmakasya Vrishabharudasya Mahadevasya Kamikadivatulanta Mahadantrakya Shaivagamaswarupasya Sastasya Nityananda Swarupasya Shuddha Sachidananda Vigrahasya Rupa Rupatitasya Sakala Nishkala Swarupasya Nitya Niranjana Niramaya Nirvikara Khandadi Visheshanasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Avatara Bhutasya Sarvagavataha Shri Nityavaraha Kalpe Vaivasatama Ashtavimshati Tame Nitya Yuge Pratame Pade Jambo Dvipe Bharata Varshe Bharata Khande Meroho Dakshine Parshve Shakabde Asmin Vartamane Vyavaharike Prabhavadinam Shashyaha Samvatsaranam Madhye Shubhanam Samvatsare Shubhayane Shubharitau Shubhamase Shubhapakshe Shubhaditau Shubhavasare Yuktayam Shubhanakshatre Shubhayoga Shubhakarana Evam Guna Visheshena Vishishtayam Asyam Shubhaditau Adi Kailase Kalpavrikshasya Daha Nithyanandana Gare Smrita Smritana Muktidayake Mahakshetre.
Now we request all the participants. We all
the party offering for a female, whether it's for yourself or someone else. Please chant your names now. Namyaha cha yajamana namavayoho sahakutumbam bandhamesham sarvabhishta siddhyartam sarvamangala vaptyartam uttashmi praptyartam kutumbe sarvesham sarvabhishta siddhyartam Chintita Manoratha Vapyartam Samesham Adivyadi Nivrityam Chiradipadaktam Tadvara Roguragatravapo Siddhyartam Samesham Parekartra Bhishya Kritakarishya Sakala Vidha Mantra Tantra Yantra Vishachurna Abhichara Stambhana Marana Uchatana Vidveshana वशीकरणादि मान्त्रिक प्रयोगेभ्यः रक्षणः प्राप्त्यर्थं तद्वारा समेषां सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थम् अपमृत्यु दोष निवृत्त्यर्थं काल मृत्यु अकाल मृत्यु दुर्मृत्यु निवृत्त्यर्थं समय दृष्टि क्रूर दृष्टि व्यापार दृष्टि अनुकूल दृष्टि प्रतिकूल इत्यादि सकलविध शत्रु बाधा निवृत्त्यर्थं समेषां मातृशापादि सकलविध शापानां व्यपोहनार्थम् अनादि अविद्यावासनयार्थमाने अस्मिन् महति संसार चक्रे विचित्राभिः कर्मगतिभिः विचित्रासु योनिषु पुनः पुनः इदानीन्तन मनुष्य जन्म प्राप्तवतां समेषामिह जन्मनि पूर्वजन्मनि जन्म जन्मान्तरैः कृतानां शिवनिन्दा देवी निन्दा गुरुनिन्दा दुरापराध देव्यपराध गुरुपराध दोषव्यपोहार्थं ब्रह्महत्या सुरापान स्वर्णस्तेय गुरुतल्पगमन तत्संसर्गाख्य पञ्चमहापातकादि समस्त पाप व्यतिरिक्तार्थम् अपि च सर्वै बाल्ये वयसि कौमारे यौवने वार्धक्ये च जाग्रत् स्वप्न सुषुप्ति अवस्थासु कर्मेन्द्रिय ज्ञानेन्द्रिय व्यापारैः संभावितानां रहस्यकृतानां प्रकाशकृतानाम् अतिपातकानाम् उपपातकानां भ्रंशकानां प्रकीर्णितानाम् एवं नवानां नवविधानां सर्वेषां पापानां सद्यः अपनोदनद्वारा समस्तम परमेश्वर स्थिति परमेश्वर शक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थं कुटुम्बे सर्वदा सन्मङ्गलप्राप्त्यर्थम् अन्योन्य प्रेमाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं पूर्णत्व सिद्ध्यर्थं सर्वापनिवृत्त्यर्थं क्षिप्रारोग्यवाप्त्यर्थम् आयुर्विवृद्ध्यर्थं व्यापारे उद्योगे सर्वजनवशीकरणार्थं तद्वारा आदित्यादीनां नवानां ग्रहाणां दोषपीडा निवारणार्थम् आदित्यादीनां अनुकूल्यता सिद्ध्यर्थं भूम्यन्तरिक्षे शाकिनी इत्यादि सर्वारिष्ट निवारणार्थं मनोव्याकुलता निवारणार्थं प्रायमाने कर्मणि आदिदैविक आदिभौतिक आध्यात्मिक विघ्न निवारलक्ष्मी विद्यालक्ष्मी शौर्यलक्ष्मी वीरलक्ष्मी विजयलक्ष्मी इत्यादि लक्ष्मी परिपूर्ण कृपा कटाक्ष उन्नत स्थाने विजय प्राप्त्यर्थं सर्व श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशांत श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वर अभिन्न स्वरूप परशिव पुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवर्ते श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय श्रेयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्री कालादि समस्त बिरदावजनकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सदा व्यापवर्ग वर्ष विश्रान जी मूत्र परमत कलभके शैव सिद्धांत विश्वध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ श्री जगत गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देश स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामी नाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयसंचदुत्तर दुष्टम गुरु महासन्निधान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ साक्षात् श्री परमेश्वर समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मणिक्ष्वाक वरिष्ठचंद्र भगीरथ श्री रामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य बोधाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि साक्षात् श्री परमेश्वर समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमेश्वर सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ नवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वरी स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगत गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्री जगत गुरु श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थं तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थं क्षेम स्थैर्य वीर्य विजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्धिं धर्मार्थ मोक्ष चतुर्विध फल प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञानवैराग्य श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत ध्यान षोडशोपचार सर्वोपचारां प्रार्थनां करिष्ये ओम आनंद गंध निलयाय नमः रोग भेषजाय नमः कल्पतरवे नमः पशुपतये नमः ओम पाश विमोचकाय नमः ओम ईप्सित फलदायकाय नमः भाग्यवृत्ति परिवर्तकाय नमः ओम आदि व्याधि विनाशकाय नमः समस्त कल्याण गुणान्विताय नमः ओम विरधि पुरीशाय नमः ओम शिवाय नमः ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमेश्वर अवतार भूत उपाय श्री श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमेश्वर श्री
Let's all get ready to receive the darshan of Irena Sundareshwar Parameshwar Parambur. Sitting straight with your head, neck and spine in a straight line.
connect to Irena Sundareshwaram Guru. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om
Paramashivoham Nanda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Shivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithya Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Slowly, please open your eyes. Let us now enter into the Panchopachara Puja. The first offering is the offering of sandal paste, the Gandha. Please take some sandal paste in your hands and offer it to our Sundareshwara Paramashiva Parampural along with the mantra. Om Gandhadvarandhurandharsha Nityapushtankarishini Ishwari Gum Sarva Bhutalam Tamihopakvaye Shriyam Gandhandharayami. The next is the offering of Pushpam. Now please take some flowers near its sandalwood paste in your hands and offer the flowers to our Sundareshwara Paramashiva Parampuri along with the mantra. Yopam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuman Bhavati Chandrama Vapam Pushpam Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuman Bhavati Devam Veda Yopam Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Pushpai Pujayami. The next is the offering of Dhupa. Now please take the lit incense sticks in your hands and slowly wave it towards our Sundareshwara Paramashiva Parampuru along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Dhurasi Dhurva Dhurvantam Dhurvatayyo Osman Dhuratitam Dhur Vayam Vayam Dhurvamastam Devanamasi Sasnitamam Papritamam Drishtatamam Vannitamam Devahootamam Ritamasir Averdhanam Trigumma Swamatva Amitrasya Tva Chakshasha Prekshema Bherma Samvikta Matva Higum Sisham Dhupamagrapayami. The next is the offering of Deepa. Now please take the lit lamp in your hands and slowly wave it towards Irena Sundareshwara Paramashiva Parampural along with the mantra and ring the bell as you do so. Om Uddipya Swajata Vedopagniniritam Mama Pashugashcha Mahyamavaha Jivanam Chadisho Disha Mano Higam Sijata Vedogam Purusham Jagat Abhibradagna Agahi Shriyama Paripataya Deepam Darshayami. The next is the offering of Naivedyam. Now please take a udhirni of water and hover it clockwise over the Naivedyam and offer the water to our Sundareshwara Paramashiva Parampuru along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Madhuvakartayate Madhuksharanti Sindhavaha Madhvina Santoshadhihi Madhunaktamutoshasi Madhumatpartivagum Rajaha Madhudyorastunah Pita Madhumano Vanaspatir Madhumagum Mastu Suryaha Madhvirgavo Bhavantunaha Madhu 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 Naivedyam Nivedayami. Next is the offering of Arati, the lit camphor. Now please take the Arati in your hands and slowly wave it towards Irena Sundareshwara Paramashiva Parampuru along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Rajadhirajaya Prasanya Sahine Namo Vayam Vaishavanaya Kurmahe Same Kamang Kamakamaya Mahyam Kameshwaro Vaishavano Dadatu Kuberaya Vaishavanaya Maharajaya Namaha Puragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayaravindeya Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Karpura Niranjanam Darshayami. The same space, please sit with your head, neck and spine in straight line and get ready to receive the darshan of Irena Sundareshwara Paramashiva Parampuru through the Nijavatara of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
தெளிவித்து ஞான வித்தை தந்தவனே நித்யானந்த பெருவாழ்வின் பொருளானவனே நித்யானந்த பெருவாழ்வின் பொருளானவனே தியானக்கரம் நீட்டி எம்மை ஆண்டு கொண்டவனே அருள் தருவாய் நித்யானந்தனே.
करुणा सागर कलि रुद्राय ते नमः वीरभद्राय ते नमः नित्यानन्दाय ते नमः शङ्करम् अभयङ्करम् शशिशेखरं परात्परं शङ्करम् अभयङ्करं शशिशेखरं परात्परं नित्यशुद्ध निरञ्जनं निराकारमेकाम्बरं नित्यशुद्ध निरञ्जनं निराकारमेकाम्बरं पशुपतिं भवपाशबन्ध विमोचनं नित्यानन्दं जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदायकम् पशुपतिं भवपाशबन्ध विमोचनं नित्यानन्दं जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदायकम् नित्यानन्दं जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदायकम् नीलकण्ठं वह्निनयनं नित्यनिर्मलभासितं नीलकण्ठं वह्निनयनं नित्यनिर्मलभासितं भासितं भस्माङ्गदं शोभितं सुशोभितं भासितं भस्माङ्गदं शोभितं सुशतिं भवपाशबन्ध विमोचनं नित्यानन्दं जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदायकम् पशुपतिं भवपाशबन्ध विमोचनं नित्यानन्दं जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदायकम् नित्यानन्दं जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदायकम् अक्षरं परमक्षरं रक्षणं नित्यरक्षणम् अक्षरं परमक्षरं रक्षणं नित्यरक्षणं शिक्षणं दिव्यशिक्षणं तत्त्वकं परतत्त्वकं शिक्षणं दिव्यशिक्षणं तत्त्वकं परतत्त्वकं पशुपतिं भवपाशबन्ध विमोचनं नित्यानन्दं जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदायकं पशुपतिं भवपाशबन्ध विमोचनं नित्यानन्दं जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदायकं नित्यानन्दं जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदायकम् जय 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 जय
ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದಾಕರೆ ಆಲಿಸು ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದಾಕರೆ ಆಲಿಸು ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದಾಕರೆ ಆಲಿಸು ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದಾಕರೆ
Om Paramashiva, 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 Paramashiva. Année delay France. Tatast. You will radiate bliss. Eternal space of Jivan. Om, 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 Om. Blessings for your whole family. Om, 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 Om. Jnana Lakshmi is the spiritual name for you. Om Paramashiva.
ಆಲಿಸು ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದಾಗರೆ. I'm glad that you walked into my life. You're my master. You never let me down. You're always by my side. You're my master. You're my guide. You never let me down. You're always by my side. तेरे शरण में आया मैं, तू ही अपना अपना लेना. You're the life energy, the prana, the life is you. Let me be your Shiva Gana in my length, breadth and depth it's you. I'm glad that you walked into my life. You're my master, you're my guide. You never let me down, you're always by my side. Nithyananda, you're my guide. You never let me down, you're always by my side. तेरे शरण में आया मैं, तेरे चरणों में बसा लेना. तेरे शरण में आया मैं, तू ही अपना अपना लेना. तेरे शरण में आया मैं, तेरे चरणों में बसा लेना. तेरे शरण में आया मैं, तू ही अपना अपना लेना. तेरे शरण में आया मैं, तेरे चरणों में बसा लेना. तेरे शरण में आया मैं, तू ही अपना अपना लेना.
சரிதா பசுபலேதி ததாஸ். எல்லா வளத்தொடும் நலத்தொடும் ஸ்ரீராமன் வாழ்வாங்கு வாழ்வான், வளமளிக்கின்றேன் போய்வா. சத்ஜுயின்யாங் மலேசியா ததாஸ்து. துஃபூனி மென் துஃபூனி சாய்ஃபு. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம். சர்வமங்கள பிராப்திரஸ்து, जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्तिरस्तु.
अवतरण
अवतरण दिव्यावतरण भव्यावतरण अनन्यावतरण. अवतरण अवतरण दिव्यावतरण भव्यावतरण अनन्यावतरण. वेदांत केसरी बजाओ डमरू हर बांसुरी. लो आया वेदांत केसरी बजाओ डमरू हर बांसुरी. के लिए ये है चेतावनी, अब तू न टिकेगा तो मिट तो आनी. अवतरण अवतरण दिव्यावतरण भव्यावतरण अनन्यावतरण. अवतरण अवतरण दिव्यावतरण भव्यावतरण अनन्यावतरण. सदाशिव रूप की ये अवतरण, नित्यानंद की ये अवतरण. अवतरण अवतरण दिव्यावतरण भव्यावतरण अनन्यावतरण. अवतरण अवतरण दिव्यावतरण भव्यावतरण अनन्यावतरण. अवतरण अवतरण दिव्यावतरण भव्यावतरण अनन्यावतरण. ये अवतरण विश्व में जीवन मुक्ति की ज्वाला जलाने हुआ. ये अवतरण दिव्यावतरण भव्यावतरण अनन्यावतरण. अवतरण अवतरण दिव्यवतरण भव्यवतरण अनन्यवतरण माया जाल में डूबे न जाए इस दुनिया को बचाने हुआ है
சிவனாக உன்னைய கண்ட எந்தன் குருவே நித்யானந்தா சிந்தையில சிரிச்சு நிற்கும் சிவனின் குருவே நித்யா
ஓம் பரமசிவ 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 மா ஜலந்தரஸ்திதானந்த ததாஸ்து.
आंखों पे हर बाधा हटाकर सब दूर दूर जो है कह जाएंगे कि सब देखते रह जाएंगे। त्रिनेत्र जागरण जो इसे कहते हैं, कथाओं में जो सुनने को मिलते हैं, कहने में जो लगे नहीं इतना आसान, चुश्चुर इतना भी नहीं मुश्किल, बात बनेगी संपूर्ति जब साथ है तो आओ एक दीक्षा की तो बात है, सारी दुनिया में मगर एक ही इंसान, उप्स नॉट इंसान ये है भगवान। जय 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 नित्यानंद, जय शिव शंकर नित्यानंद, जय 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 नित्यानंद, जय शिव शंकर नित्यानंद।
పరమశివ 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 మా నిత్య మహాగానలోలుపానంద తథాస్తు. Paramashiva is real. I am giving this as an initiation and conscious reality to you. You will manifest Paramashiva and wealth, health, auspicious relationships, Jivan Mukti and Guru Bhakti. I will manifest through you. Tatastu, tatastu, tatastu. Tufuni men. Om Paramashiva.
Nithyananda
Mukti Pradayaka Nithyananda
Bolo Nithyananda
Sada Shiva Tum Nithyananda Mukti Nanda तीनों लोक में गूंजती है ऐसी है नाद तेरी डमरू की माया जाल से जगाने
ये डमरू बाजेगा
जाल से जगाने
ये डमरू बाजेगा डम 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 डमरू ये डमरू बाजेगा।
Paramashiv Wangli Ing Tatas. I shower you with all the 8 boons you asked. You will manifest enormous wealth. You will be completely healed. I shower you with intense energy, power, enlightenment. Paramashiva Praptirastu. Your company comes full showered, blessed by Mahalakshmi. Jivan Mukti Praptirastu Paramashiva Shakti Praptirastu. Tufu Nimen. Om. Om. Om.
शंभो शंकर शंभो 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 शंभो शंकर शंभो
शिव शिव शंभो शंकर नमामि शंकर हर परमेश विश्वेश शिव शुभंकर शिव शिव शंभो शंकर नमामि शंकर हर परमेश विश्वेश शिव शुभंकर सगवद नित्यानंद मानस नित्यानंद जगदोद्धारक नित्यानंद नमामि संततं परमहंस नित्यानंद सदाशिव अवतार अरुणाचलेश्वर परमहंस नित्यानंद महादेव रूप शंभो शंकर
शंभो शंकर शंभो शंभो शंकर शंभो।
Om Paramashiva Hukma Lavin Hang Tatastu. I shower all the auspiciousness and your whole family. Tufu ni men, tufu kaifu, tufu ni jiangkang. Shiva Punya Praptirastu. Paramashiva Shakti Praptirastu. Om, Om, Om.
आनंदेश्वरी जय हर हर तांडवा हर शिव शंकरा हर 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 शिव शंकरा हर हर महादेवा सांब शिवो शंभो हर हर महादेवा सांब शिवो शंभो पंकज नेत्रा नित्य शिवो शंभो पंकज नेत्रा नित्य शिवो शंभो जय गुरु जगद्गुरु नित्य जय गुरु जगद्गुरु नित्य आनंदेश्वर जय आनंदेश्वरी जय हर हर तांडवा हर शिव शंकरा नित्यकुमारा नवनीतचोरा गोकुलबाला है नगा नित्यकुमारा नवनीतचोरा नित्यकुमारा नवनीतचोरा जय गुरुनादा नित्य गुरुनादा जय गुरुनादा नित्य गुरुनादा मुकुंद मुरारे नित्य गोविंद मुकुंद मुरारे नित्य गोविंद
स्मरणं नित्यानंद गुरुदेव स्मरणं शरणं नित्यानंद गुरुदेव शरणं स्मरणं नित्यानंद गुरुदेव स्मरणं शरणं नित्यानंद गुरुदेव शरणं ब्रह्मरूपमादिमध्य शेष सर्वभासकं भावषट्कहीनरूप नित्य सत्यमद्वयं ब्रह्मरूपमादिमध्य शेष सर्वभासकं भावषट्कहीनरूप नित्य सत्यमद्वयं वाक्मनोतिघोषरं च नेति नेति भावितं तं नमामि देवदेव नित्यानन्दमीश्वरं वाक्मनोतिघोषरं च नेति नेति भावितं तं नमामि देवदेव नित्यानन्दमीश्वरं शरणं नित्यानन्द गुरुदेव शरणं स्मरणं नित्यानन्द गुरुदेव स्मरणं शरणं नित्यानन्द गुरुदेव शरणं आदितेय भीहरं सुरारिदैत्यनाशकं साधु शिष्टकामदं मही सुभारहारकम् आदितेय भीहरं सुरारिदैत्यनाशकं साधु शिष्टकामदं मही सुभारहारकं स्वात्मरूपतत्त्वं युगे युगे च दर्शितं स्वात्मरूपतत्त्वं युगे युगे च दर्शितं तं नमामि देवदेव नित्यानन्दमीश्वरं तं नमामि देवदेव नित्यानन्दमीश्वरं नित्यानन्द गुरुदेव शरणं स्मरणं नित्यानन्द गुरुदेव स्मरणं शरणं नित्यानन्द गुरुदेव शरणं सर्वभूत सर्गकर्म सूत्रबन्धकारणं ज्ञानकर्म पाप पुण्यतारतम्य साधनं सर्वभूत सर्गकर्म सूत्रबन्धकारणं ज्ञानकर्म पाप पुण्यतारतम्य साधनं बुद्धिवास साक्षिरूप सर्वकर्म भासनं तं नमामि देवदेव
ओम 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 परमशिव लियुलिन्ये चैना तथास्तु I'll heal your concave bone now. This moment you will be healed. Your whole body will be healed completely. You will have third eye awakening now. I'll enter into your being and heal you completely now. Shower you with wealth, blissful enlightened life. Paramashiva, Paramashiva, Paramashiva. Om. Om.
Gurudeva Nithyananda 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 Gurudeva Nithyananda
Paramashiva, Paramashiva, Paramashiva. Josiane Petot, France, Tatastu. Benediction, Insi Swatil. O sere bene avec l'abondance. I'll shower you with wealth, health, enlightenment. Jivan mukti praptirastu. Userebeni avec la santé. ததாஸ்து. சர்வைஸ்வர்ய பிரஸ்து. ஓம்.
அருட்பெருங்கடலே அண்ணாமலை தந்த ஆண்டவனே நித்யானந்த புரிதனிலே அருளாட்சி செய்யும் நித்யானந்தனே.
ஓம். ஷாலினி விஸ்வநாதன். சொன்னால் கேட்டு செய்யும் அளவிற்கு பக்தியும் ஸ்ரத்தையும் வந்த பிறகு சொல்லுகின்றேன். மனக்குழப்பம் நீங்கி நேர்மையொடு ஒழுக்கமும் நிறைந்த குரு பக்தியும் வளர்த்துக்கொள் முதலில், பின்பு காட்டுகின்றேன் வழியை. ஓம்.
ஆடிவா நித்தனே ஆடிவா, புகழ் பாடி நின்றோம் விரைந்தோடிவா, பக்தியுடன் ஆடவா உன் பதம் நாடவா, எமக்கு வேறு என்ன வேண்டும் ஆண்டவா, அருள் தரும் அப்பனேவா நித்யானந்தனேவா பக்தர்.
ஓம். கெபேச்சே ஹுசைன். Do the Shiva Punya of translation without fear, greed, surrendering your walk to me. Maha Saraswati Vagdevi will manifest through you. Om.
மாயை மனம் தன்னை மறைந்தோடச் செய்தாய் நீ, தேடும் மூல வாழ்வை தயை செய்ய வந்தாய் நீ, மாயை மனம் தன்னை மறைந்தோடச் செய்தாய் நீ.
Om. Patricia Bamburi, Canada. Tatastu. I will hold you in all the 14 dimensions with me in Kailasa. You will have the Shiva Punya of living in Kailasa with me physically. Tatastu, tatastu, tatastu. Om. Paramashiva, Paramashiva, Paramashiva. ஷர்மிளா ராஜேந்திரன். நீ கொடுத்த பணத்தை நான் ஏற்ற பொழுதே தெரிந்து கொள், என் பேர் அருளும் ஆசியும் உன்மீது என்றென்றும் உண்டென்று. ஏற்கும் வழக்கம் எமக்கு இல்லை, கொடுத்ததை விட பெருஞ்செல்வம் மீண்டும் கொடுத்தே பழகியவன் நான். கொடுத்ததில் மீண்டும் கொடுத்ததை மாத்திரம் மற்றவர்க்குத் திரும்பவும் கொடுத்திடக் கொடுத்து கொடுத்தே வாழும் நாம். கொடுத்ததை ஏற்ற பொழுதே தெரிந்து கொள், உனக்கு கொடுக்கும் முடிவெடுத்ததனால்தான் நீ கொடுத்ததை ஏற்றோம். கேட்டதினும் மிகையாய் உனக்கு கொடுத்து நன்மையை பொழிந்து உன் நிறுவனங்கள் எல்லாவற்றிற்கும் செல்வத்தாலும் சுகத்தாலும் வளத்தாலும் லக்ஷ்மியும் சரஸ்வதியும் துர்கையும் அருள் பொழிய பேரருள் கொடுத்திட அருளுகின்றோம். ஆனந்தமாயிரு. ஓம். கொடுத்திட நாம் முடிவெடுத்திட்ட பிறகே கொடுப்பதை பெரும் செயலும் செய்கின்றோம், கொடுக்கும் எண்ணத்தையும் உமக்கு கொடுக்கின்றோம். கொடுத்தோர் எல்லோரும் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள், உங்களுக்கு கொடுத்திட முடிவெடுத்த பின்தான் நீங்கள் கொடுத்திட வேண்டும் எனும் எண்ணத்தையே உங்களுக்கு கொடுப்பேன் யான். கொடுத்திட வேண்டும் என உங்களுக்கு நான் கொடுத்திட வேண்டும் என்ற எடுத்த முடிவின் வெளிப்பாடு. என் அருளால் மட்டுமே எந்தாள் வணங்க முடியும். நான் கொடுத்திட முடிவெடுத்த பின்தான் நீங்கள் கொடுத்திட வேண்டும் எனும் எண்ணம் கூட பெற்றிட முடியும். நான் கொடுக்க எடுத்த முடிவால்தான் உங்களுக்கு கொடுக்கும் எண்ணத்தையே முதலில் கொடுப்பேன். பிறகு கொடுக்கவும் வைத்து பெற்று அதனினும் செல்வமும் நலமும் வளமும் கொடுப்போம். மாரியாய்ப் பொழுந்திட மகா மாரியாய்ப் பொழிந்திட முடிவெடுத்த பின்தான் புல்மீது இருக்கும் நீர் துளியை மேகமாய் உறிஞ்சி எடுப்போம். கடல் நீர் மேகத்தொடு புல்மீதிருக்கும் துளியை சேர்த்து மகா மாரியாய் உங்கள் வாழ்வில் பொழிவேன். அருள் பொழியும் எண்ணம் உண்டாகிய பின்தான் பொருள் கொடுக்கும் எண்ணம் உங்களுக்குள் நம் அருளால் மலரும். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
Om Namo Nithyananda, Om Namo Nithyananda, Om Namo Nithyananda, Om Namo Namo. Om Namo Nithyananda, Om Namo Nithyananda, Om Namo Nithyananda, Om Namo Namo.
सदा बालरूपापि विघ्नाद्रिहन्ति महादन्ति वक्त्रापि पञ्चास्य मान्या विधीन्द्रादिमृग्या गणेशाभिधामे विधत्तां श्रियं कापि कल्याणमूर्ति न जानामि शब्दं न जानामि चार्थं न जानामि पद्यं न जानामि गद्यं चिदेका षडास्या हृदि द्योतते मे मुखानि सरन्ते गिरश्वापि चित्रम् मयूराधिरूढं महाभाग्यगूढं मनोहारि देहं महच्चित्तगेहं महीदेवदेवं महावेदभावं
Om Rakesh Menon Tatast. I'll shower you with wealth. Go. Hang Muilang China Tatast. You will have wisdom, powerful memory, third eye power, and all the auspiciousness this moment. Sachi Aranke Tatast. I'll give you intense Shaktipada now. You will experience the fifth force, consciousness. Now, Paramashiva is real. Paramashiva, 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 Paramashiva. Manitya Atma Tatasthu. You will have health, wellness and enlightenment and more. I will shower you with all the auspicious. Om, Om, Om.
Purishwara Avatara Purusha Lokanayaki Putra Nithyananda Vidari Purishwara Avatara Purusha Lokanayaki Putra Nithyananda Kaladita Mayadita Lokanayaki Putra Nithyananda Kaladita Mayadita Lokanayaki Putra Nithyananda Vidari Purishwara Avatara Purusha Lokanayaki Putra Nithyananda Vidari Purishwara लोकनायकी पुत्र नित्यानन्द लोकनायकी पुत्र नित्यानन्द कालातीत मायातीत लोकनायकी पुत्र नित्यानन्द अरुणगिरीश्वर आनन्देश्वर अरुणाचलेश्वर नित्यानन्द
Om, 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 Kinley, Australia, Tatast. You will have powerful third eye awakening now. Paramashiva Shakti Praptirastu. Paramashivatva Praptirastu. Tufuni men. Om. Om.
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, 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 Nithyananda, Sadashiva.
सुराधिपं नमस्कृत्य शशाङ्क कृतशेखरं कपालमालिनं देवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, 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 Nithyananda, Sadashiva.
कालेश्वर महाकालं कालाञ्जलनिवासिनं कालकृत्कालवेत्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, 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 Nithyananda, Sadashiva.
सर्वकृत् सर्ववेत्तारं सर्वज्ञम् अपराजितं सर्वभूतात्मभूतस्थं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, 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 Nithyananda, Sadashiva.
यो सृजभूतानि ब्रह्मान्द्याश्च सुरासुरा तमहं लोककर्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, 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 Nithyananda, Sadashiva.
वरं वरेण्यं वरदं वरिष्ठं वरवाहनं वनमालाधरं देवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, 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 Nithyananda, Sadashiva.
प्रीतियत्प्रीतिदातारं सुप्रियं प्रियदर्शनम् उमापतिं सदाकान्तं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, 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 Nithyananda, Sadashiva.
धर्माधर्ममयं देवं सुखदुःखफलोदयं बन्धमोक्षप्रणीतारं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, 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 Nithyananda, Sadashiva.
मनोबुद्धिरहङ्कार तन्मात्रेन्द्रियगोचरं प्रधानपुरुषेशानं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, 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 Nithyananda, Sadashiva.
यं ध्यायन्ति महात्मानो मुनयः संश्रितव्रताः तम् ओङ्कारपरं सूक्ष्मं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, 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 Nithyananda, Sadashiva.
सूक्ष्मं सर्वगतं नित्यं सर्वेश्वरं सर्वतत्त्वाश्रयं देवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, 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 Nithyananda, Sadashiva.
Om Lasen Satyojata Shivam Tatast. You will have your house. I bless you with Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Go. Shivani Pahva. You will be healed now. Your eyes will be fully awakened and healed now. Sit and meditate on me in your eyes. I'll heal it. Go. Om Wang King Zeng China. Tatast. I give you the conscious reality, conscious sovereignty now. You will experience abundance. You will experience enlightenment. You will experience completion. Tatastu. 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 Om.
गलद्दानगण्डं निलद्भृङ्गषण्डं चलच्चारुशुण्डं जगत्प्राणशौण्डं कलद्दन्तकाण्डं विपद्भङ्गचण्डं शिवप्रेमपिण्डं भजे वक्रतुण्डं श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते
Om, 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 Paramashiva, Paramashiva, Paramashiva.
परब्रह्मरूपं मनोवागतीतं महर्षैवमीडे नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्दा नमस्ते श्रीनित्यानन्द
Ma Yogini Nitya Priya, Tatast. You will be successful. Ma Yogajnananda, Tatastu. You will be successful. I will heal Mary Claudine. Kirusha Vinay. I will heal you completely. You will conceive again and have a healthy pregnancy. Tatastu. Om, Om, Paramashiva, 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 Paramashiva. Devendra Singh, Tatastu. You will get the visa. Don't worry. You will be successful in USA. Don't worry. Sapare out. Listen carefully. By wearing kavi, not only going around the town and your college, inspiring more people, transforming them into Abhat Sannyas. Build a team of Abhat Sannyasi, only then I will give you Sannyas. This is the training for you. This is the way you will break all your karmas. Sannyas is not for the faint-hearted. It is for Veeras and Dhiras. Dhiras who have a strength inside. Veeras who have a strength to enrich others outside. If you demonstrate this strength, come for sannyas. Otherwise, live the life there. Forget about sannyas. Forget about Kailasa. Kailasa and sannyasa is not for faint-hearted. It is for the people with Vajrahritaya. Om.
Nityanandane, Nityane, Nityane, Nityanandane, Nityane, Nityane, Nityanandane, Nityane, Nityane, Nityanandane, ಈ ಧರೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲಹಲು ನೀ ಬಂದಿಹನೆ, ಜೀವನ್ಮುಕ್ತಿಯ ನೀ ಕೊಡುವವನೇ, ಈ ಧರೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲಹಲು ನೀ ಬಂದಿಹನೆ.
Om. HDH USA, Tatast. I shower you with completion, healing, health, wealth and enlightenment. Tatast.
ಅರಿಯದ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ದ್ವಂದ್ವವ ತೊಲಗಿಸಿ, ಅರಿಯದ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ದ್ವಂದ್ವವ ತೊಲಗಿಸಿ, ದಿವ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನವ ನೀ ತಂದೆ, ದಿವ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನವ ನೀ ತಂದೆ, ನಿತ್ಯನೇ.
Om. Renosan Edmond. இந்த புரிதலும் தெளிவும் மறந்து மீண்டும் மாயையில் விழுவதற்கு முன் ஓடு ஆதி கைலைக்கு உன் உயிரையும் உடலையும் வாழ்வையும் காத்துக்கொள். நீ காத்திருந்தால் இந்த புரிதலும் தெளிவும் மறந்து மீண்டும் மாயையில் மூழ்கி அழிவாய். காத்திருக்காதே, சென்றிடு ஆதி கையிலைக்கு. உன் தெளிவும் ஞானமும் உன் வாழ்க்கையை உயர்த்தி இறையனார் திருப்பதத்தில் இறையருளோடு இணைத்து வைக்கும்.
ஈசனடி போற்றி, சிவன் சேவடி போற்றி, நேயத்தே நின்றடி மலனடி போற்றி, மாயப்பிறப்பருக்கும் மன்னனடி போற்றி, சீரார் பெரும் துறையிடம் தேவனடி போற்றி, மாறாத இன்பம் அருளும் மலை போற்றி. ஈசனே சிந்தை கவனம் நேசனே, நீ வருவாய் பூவோடு கனிகளை கொண்டு உன்னை பூஜித்தோ, அருள் தருவாய் கலி என்னும் கடலினில் மூழ்கிட்டேயும் இனி கரம் வந்து காத்து கருடையும் பொய்கையில் அலர்ந்திட்ட அளவற்றும் போலவும் திருவடியில் வாழ்ந்திட நிற்கிறேன்.
ஓம் பரமசிவ பரமசிவ பரமசிவ. Chongji Sa, Malaysia, Tatastu. You will be able to sell the land immediately within 11 days. You will be showered with the wealth more than you asked. You will manifest health, wealth, Shaboga Jivan Mukti. Sarvanya Pita Karta Shivapunya Praptirastu. I have decided to shower wealth on you. So I have decided to give you wealth. That is why I gave you the desire to donate. Understand? Only because I decided to shower wealth on you, I gave you the desire to donate and gain Shiva Punya. Whether it is wealth or love, when I decide to shower on you, I awaken the desire to share your wealth. I awaken Guru Bhakti in you. Om, Om, Om.
அகண்ட ஜோதியனே வாராய், அல்லல் நீக்கிடவே வாராய், அகிலம் போற்றுகின்ற ஈசனே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த நேசனே நீ வருவாய் கொடு கனிகளை பூஜித்தோம் வருவாய். மெய்யினில் வீழ்வமும் நிறையா கடல் நீர் குடியோடு தரிசனமல்லவா சிப்பன்மாட சிற்றவைதனிலே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த உன்னை சிக்கன பிடித்தேனே மண்ணும் புகழ் பெறும் நான் வரை நாயகா மதியில் நிறைந்திடுவாய் மதி உணராத மத்தியம் நான் செய்திட வான்மழை தேவா அரவாடிட சூழ்ந்திட.
ஓம் பரமசிவ பரமசிவ பரமசிவ. Charles Morrison. Go and live in Adi Kailasa. I will manifest right ecosystem for you. Once you are trained, get you to Maha Kailasa to live at my feet. Om Paramashiva Paramashiva Paramashiva. Om Paramashiva Om Paramashiva Paramashiva Paramashiva. Om Paramashiva 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 Paramashiva. Dhridananda. My command is my blessings. Long before you have been blessed, your arrogance and self-destructive patterns, you are destroying yourself with it. Drop your arrogance and self-destructive patterns. You will get your passport. Go to Adi Kailasa. You don't need to contribute anything. You are not a contributor. Save yourself first. Drop the arrogance. You are going to contribute. Go to Adi Kailasa to save yourself from destroying yourself. First, save yourself from destroying yourself. Once you are trained, evolve in sannyasa. You will reach Maha Kailasa. Before that, wash all your Gurudroha, Sangadroha karmas and save yourself by being in Adi Kailasa. Go. Paramashiva, Paramashiva, Paramashiva. Corina Barbu, Tatastu. You will have your new home. My energy will radiate in that.
புல்லாகி பூடாய் புழுவாய் மரமாகி பல்விருகமாகி பறவையாய் பாம்பாகி கல்லா மனிதராய் பேயாய் கணங்களாய் வல்ல சுடராய் முனிவராய் தேவ எல்லாரின் தாவர சங்கமத்துள் எல்லா பிறப்பும் பிறந்திழத்தேன் பெருமான் மெய்யே உன் பொன்னடிகள் கண்டு இன்று வீடுற்றேன் மெய்யே உன் பொன்னடிகள் கண்டு இன்று கையாளும் ஈசா கற்புரிய திவ்ய சரிதத்தில் வாதின் புலி போற்ற வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு உண்மையாட் கொண்டவா கையாளும் ஈசா கற்புரிய திவ்ய சரிதத்தில் வாதின் புலி போற்ற வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு உண்மையாட் கொண்டவா தெளிவித்தவா வாழ்வுதனை பயமாக்கவா ஔஷதம் தந்தவா உடல்நிலை விடும் பொறுமை தந்தருளவா தெளிவித்தவா வாழ்வுதனை பயமாக்கவா ஔஷதம் தந்தவா உடல்நிலை விடும் பொறுமை தந்தருளவா பூமியில் குறைந்திடும் ஏறுவா நாளும் ஈசா அருப்புரிய நித்திய சரிதத்தில் வாடின் போற்ற வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு உண்மையாட் கொண்டவா மாற்றமாம் வையகத்தின் தேரே வந்தறிவாம் தேற்றனே தேற்றத் தெளிவே என் சிந்தனையுள் ஊற்றான உன்னாரமுதே உதயானே கலியுகம் மனதில் இருளது நீங்க தீபமாயிடுவானவம் அழித்து முக்தி தந்திட மலையாகி நின்ற அருணாச்சலனை மானிட ரூபம் தரித்தவா படைத்து காத்து மறை கழித்து அருளிடவே பரம ஞானம் தன்னை இறை ரூபம் கொண்ட நித்யானந்தனை
ஓம் பரமசிவ 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 வின் பட்டேல் ததாஸ்து. I shower you and your family with wealth, prosperity, bliss. Jivan mukti praptirastu. Guru bhakti praptirastu. Om.
शरणं नित्यानन्द गुरुदेव शरणं स्मरणं नित्यानन्द गुरुदेव स्मरणं शरणं नित्यानन्द गुरुदेव शरणं स्मरणं नित्यानन्द गुरुदेव स्मरणं शरणं नित्यानन्द गुरुदेव शरणं ब्रह्मरूपमादिमध्यशेष सर्वभासकं भावषट्कहीनरूप नित्यसत्यमद्वयं ब्रह्म.
Suvit, yes. I'll heal your mother and father. Go, don't worry. Paramashiva. Sang Lai Hing Hang. Sang Lai Hing Hong Kong. Tufinemen, tatast. I shower you with health and wealth. Tufuni kai fu, tufuni jan kang, tatast.
Gari ga 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 pa magari, gari ga 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 da ba da ma ba, gari ga 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 pa magari, sa ni da pa ma ga, gari ga 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 da ba da ma ba, gari ga 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 pa magari, sa ni da pa ma ga, gari ga 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 pa magari, gari ga 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 da ba da ma ba, gari ga 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 pa magari, sa ni da pa ma ga. मुस्कुराहट दिखे तो झट से सूर्य किरण रंग रंग बरसे चरण कमल की आहट सुनने भूमि की हर अंग अंग तरसे.
Om Paramashiva 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 Paramashiva. Kritananda, my blessings for your grandparents for selling their property and they will be showered with wealth. Don't worry. They will spend their time, retired life, Vanaprastha, with you in Varanasi Kailasa. Will be a place for people to gracefully exit to Kailasa, Maha Kailasa. So they will live with you in Kailasa, Kasi, and have graceful exit to Kailasa itself. Om, 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 Om. Ashok Patel, Tatast. You will have a blissful future.
रंग बरसे चरण कमल की आहट सुनने भूमि की हर अंग अंग तरसे नित्यानंदा नित्यानंदा आंगन में झूला झूले तो चिड़िया भक्त सभी
Paramashiva, Shanti Ravi Shankar. All your bad karmas will be removed. You will achieve Purnatva. Your business will be successful. I'll shower you with all the Mangalas. Sarva Mangala Prapti Rastu, Sarva Ishwari Rastu. Sarvananda Prapti Rastu. Om.
शिव शंकर बोलो नाथा हे परमेश्वरा हर शिव शंकर बोलो नाथा हे परा हरे नित्यानंदा हरे नित्येश्वरा हरे नित्यानंदा हरे नित्येश्वरा हे नटराजा हे शिवराजा हर 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 गंगाधरा हे नटराजा हे शिवराजा हर 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 गंगाधरा हर 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 गंगाधरा
हरे रारे रारे रो हरे रो हरे रारे रारे रो கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது கருணை மிகுந்த அன்னை என்னும் வரமளித்தது கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது
Om Paramashiva. Yakyan Queen, China, Tatast. I'll shower you with wealth. All your debts will be dissolved. You will have comfortable, luxurious, blissful life. Om, Om, Om. Om. Tufu Niman. Om.
ஞான ஒளியில் குழந்தை ஜொலி ஜொலித்தது பரமஹம்ச நித்யம் என்னும் பெயரும் பெற்றது பரம ஞான ஒளியில் குழந்தை ஜொலி ஜொலித்தது பரமஹம்ச நித்யம் என்னும் பெயரும் பெற்றது கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது கருணை மலையில் அழகு கடவுள் அவதரித்தது கடவுள் அவதரித்தது கடவுள் அவதரித்தது
Aparajitananda. Tatasthu. Your business will be successful. Go. Rohit Asthana. Tatasthu. You will have peace, bliss in your life. You will be able to relocate with your whole family, live blissfully, peacefully, wealth, health, enlightenment. Your house in Jaipur will be sold as you want. I shower you with all the auspiciousness. Sarva Mangala Praptirastu.
Hara Nitya, Hara Nitya, Jaya Nitya, Jaya Nitya, Hara Nitya, Hara Nitya. Adbhuta Vigraha Amaradhishwara Ganita Gunagana Amrita Nitya, Anandamrita Ashrita Rakshaka Atmananda Mahesha Nitya, Hindu Kaladhara Indradi Priya Sundara ಸುರೇಶ ನಿತ್ಯ ಉರಗಾದಿ ಪ್ರಿಯ ಉರಗ ವಿಭೂಷಣ ನರಕ ವಿನಾಶನ ದೇಶ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಾಶಕರಾತ್ಮರ
Om Paramashiva. Vinay Garg Tatastu. I'll heal your daughter Misha. I will start healing her now. Within next 7 days, she will be completely healed. When I say I will do it, don't worry. Go.
Rakendo Bhushanam Nityanandam Rakendo Bhushanam Nityanandam Natham Daivanandam Guru Bhavanandam Smarami Rakendo Bhushanam Nityanandam Natham Daivanandam Guru Bhavanandam Smarami Rakendo Bhushanam.
Paramashiva, 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 Paramashiva.
மனம் ஒரு தருணம் தலைவனாய் அழைக்க கருணையில் நித்யன் கருணையில் இறங்கினார். மனம் ஒரு தருணம் தலைவனாய் அழைக்க கருணையில் நித்யன் கருணையில் இறங்கினார். அகமத நீருளை க்ஷணமது கலைந்து மகதிட தியானமதை நித்யன் வழங்கினார். அகமத நீருளை க்ஷணமது கலைந்து மகதிட தியானமதை நித்யன் வழங்கினார். பணிவோடு கனிவாய் அன்புடன் வணங்க நித்யனின் தாசன் நீ என அருளினார். பணிவோடு கனிவாய் அன்புடன் வணங்க நித்யனின் தாசன் நீ என அருளினார். பிறவியின் உயர்ந்த பயனதை அடைய பரவசம் மிகுந்த நிலைக்கென்னை உயர்த்தினார். பிறவியின் உயர்ந்த பயனதை அடைய பரவசம் மிகுந்த நிலைக்கென்னை உயர்த்தினார். மனம் ஒரு தருணம் தலைவனாய் அழைக்க கருணையில் நித்யன் கருணையில் இறங்கினார். காலை அவன் காலடியிலே கருத்துடன் மெதுவாகவே அமர்ந்து கண் விழித்தே வந்திட வருவாய் என்றே பணிவாய் அழைத்தேன். புத்தம்
and Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadasham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions.